Abram and his nephew Lot have just left the wealthy empire of Egypt, traveling heavily burdened by a massive fortune in livestock. Their immense accumulation of silver, gold, and cattle is a direct result of their recent time spent in the Egyptian empire. They walked out with the kind of heavy wealth that only an ancient superpower could provide. This diagram shows carrying capacity, the maximum population an environment can sustain without degrading. Abram and Lot's massive herds rapidly exceeded the available water and grazing limits. The land simply couldn't support them both. For this ancient family, extreme abundance created their first true existential threat. The area where they attempted to settle, between Bethel and Hai, was rugged and unforgiving. These spatially limited, stony fields offered very little grazing land. With resources incredibly scarce, fierce physical strife broke out. Abram and Lot's herdsmen clashed in the dirt, fighting over every remaining patch of grass. This internal civil war was happening in the open. Hostile local factions, the Canaanites and the Perizzites, were actively watching this family tear itself apart. Dividing a family's forces while surrounded by established territorial adversaries is a highly dangerous strategic maneuver. It leaves both sides entirely vulnerable to attack. Resolving this grazing dispute had become a requirement for immediate physical survival. Lot looked out toward the Jordan Valley and saw a paradise, well-watered everywhere, like the Garden of the Lord or the fertile land of Egypt. Prioritizing immediate prosperity, Lot chose the entire plain of Jordan for himself and moved his household toward the east. He pitched his tent near Sodom, a city of great wealth, but one where the inhabitants were wicked and sinners before the Lord. Once Lot had departed, God spoke to Abram, telling him to look in every direction, north, south, east, and west. God confirmed the promise of the land to Abram's descendants forever, promising to make his offspring as numerous as the dust of the earth. Abram moved his tent once more, finally settling among the oaks of Mamre in Hebron, where he built a new altar to the Lord.